A&B Convos Wrestling Edition proudly presents This Week in Wrestling with your anchors, Jack Anoff and Betsy Bedwetter. This week in wrestling, the Fiend rises from the ashes, Bliss pisses off Orton's wife, and the Universal title match is now a throuple, and you've usually got to pay double for that type of action. Good evening, and this is The Week in Wrestling. I'm Jack Anoff.
And I'm Betsy Bedwetter.
And here are our top stories. Fastlane brought us the most exciting, most terrifying sci-fi horror shit. He is rising from the pit like a charred piece of Mongolian barbecue moment of 2021. Congratulations to The Fiend, Alexa, and Orton on a moment that was well done.
Well done indeed, Jack. Well, that is for most of the Fiend's fans, except for the wife of Randy Orton. Kim tweeted after Miss Bliss straddled her man in the middle of the ring, quote, "You might have just effed up, little girl." Don't worry, Kim, our resources confirmed that Bliss was merely trying to let Randy in. Rhea Ripley made her first appearance this week on Raw, where she challenged the women's champion Asuka to a title match at the grandest stage of them all. Asuka accepted the challenge, to which the women's locker room replied, "What the French toast is going on here? There is a line, newbie, get to the back of it." But in defense of the powers that be at WWE, how many women are even on Raw's main roster? Maybe a dozen, and how many of them are single competitors? It seems as if Asuka and Charlotte Flair were pretty much their only choice, and Flair is down with the COVID. Maybe once she recovers, WWE will get creative and make this a triple threat match, because we haven't been seeing that across the brands lately.
And you know I'm all for a throuple. Thank you for that, Betsy. Randy Orton decided to summon the demon that he burned alive, the one who returned scarier and stronger than ever. He then hit that demon, many of you know him as the Fiend, with an RKO, because apparently that is more deadly than burning someone and engulfing them in flames. But the true definition of RKO was finally revealed. Raising Cain Omen. Good job, Mr. Orton.
This week on AEW, Britt Baker, DDS, cut a brutal promo just 1 week after a groundbreaking main event in which her and Thunder Rosa took hardcore to another level.
And you know I enjoy things being hardcore. Jack Anoff. NXT this week gave us a women's match with Io Shirai, Zoey Stark versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. The former tag team title holders pulled out the win, but who cares who won? This match had amazing moves, and by amazing, we mean wrestlers who entertained the people successfully. Once again, ladies of the main roster, watch, take notes, and do better. Please, pretty please, with sugar on top. On the road to WrestleMania, Bianca took on the veteran Natalya, and here's a quick clip of what can only be called a botched, lackluster match. Not sure if Natalya is aware of this small detail, but we can all see you. Stop it. Betsy.
This week on SmackDown, the Tribal Chief and his cousin Jey Uso were brutally assaulted by a jealous has-been and a tree-hugging hippie. A&B would like to send them our well wishes and love.
I didn't know we were telling jokes here. Did you hear the one about the flying luchador?
No.
He thought he was coming down with a cold, but turns out it was just the flu. Get it? I cracked myself up.
Well, speaking of crackjack, Bianca Belair slapped the boss with so much force that she earned an internship into the BDSM community. Although that hardcore slap did leave the boss kind of blue.
Thank you, Betsy. We had throuples, BDSM, and all kinds of hardcore action. That's my kind of news story. As always, skeet, skeet, skeet. I'm Jack Anoff.
And I'm Betsy Bedwetter.
Good night. This has been a presentation of A&B Convos Wrestling Edition, This Week in Wrestling.